So I'm skiing today because apparently the trail I usually hike on now has turned into a ski trail for the winter. Oops. So some people would say, well, you know, just go hike somewhere else. But I said, hey, I have some skis. I'm gonna go skiing. I should note that I am a horrible skier. I have 2 left feet. I accidentally forgot that for a while last year when I got the skis. But I hope no gingers will be harmed in making this video. I had the idea that I could do a lot of new things last year after cancer, so I thought, why not give skiing a try? I did used to be pretty good at snowboarding. Well, I mean, I was okay. But that was before, you know, 3 people came out of my body and I had cancer, so I'm not sure if I'm good at snowboarding at all anymore, but I'll give it a try one of these days. So the purpose of this video is I wanted to talk about setting a SMART resolution. I had my resolutions that I set for myself, and then I was thinking about like how to help others set their own if they're interested. I'll probably stop skiing because it is quite loud on the crunchy snow. But yeah, SMART goals. So it stands for specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound. So when I was setting my goals, I wanted to be very specific. So I didn't just say to myself, you know, be less tardy to things, you know, because it's not specific enough. Even though I do tend to be tardy quite a bit. Measurable, you want it to be like a specific number, maybe a set amount of time per the day you will do an activity, or a set amount of days per week, or weeks per year, just some way to sort of measure it. I tend to think in terms of numbers when I think of measurements. I don't think that's too unusual. Achievable, so it has to be something that you can actually foresee happening, that you can actually achieve when putting your mind to it. So even if it's specific, that might not be something you could achieve. So for instance, like I jokingly told my family, like, oh, well, my goal is to not drop off my son 5 minutes late while blasting punk rock as I pull up to the school. It is specific. But I do love my punk rock, so that's not going to happen. I mean, are you really even a millennial if your minivan's not quicking with the baseline of lithium? I don't know. Probably not. But it also has to be relevant, so like specific to your goals with my students. It's like, what specific progress do I want them to make? What do I want them to see going forward? So for resolutions, a lot of time it might be, what are you looking to see improve about yourself? Like, how do you want your own personal life or your own work life to advance? Where do you want to see progress? And in what ways? And then time-bound. For the sake of education, it usually has to do with a school year or a semester. For the sake of resolution, I think probably the end of the year is kind of like your set time for achieving your goals or making sure you've met all your goals. Although I think this can be a shorter amount of time. Like if you have specific deadlines to achieve with different tasks, maybe they have to be done mid-year, or maybe it has to be done by a certain date. If there's something that you're submitting, like some kind of project or some kind of like a marathon you're running, or some kind of goal that's happening on a certain date. So those are some recommendations I have for setting your own SMART resolutions, and hopefully if you're interested in doing that, hopefully this helps.